Welcome back to Underrated Movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry, and today I'd like to talk to you of another film that I believe is severely underrated. And I think when it came out, there was some controversy surrounding the film. And, just by watching the trailer, it tells you exactly what you're walking yourself into. But there's more to it than that. I am talking about 2015 Chiraq, starring Nick Cannon, Wesley Snipes, Tyrell Paris, Jennifer Hudson, Angela Bassett, John Cusack, and Samuel L. Jackson, which is a story set in Chicago of a gang war that's happening in Chicago. I guess there's a lot of crimes. Well, and during an incident of a child getting hit with a stray bullet and other circumstances that pretty much led to Taranja Paris's character. She organizes a group of women to retaliate against not only against their represented gang members, but everybody who refused to toss away violence. And the method that they're using is refusing to have sex with any of the men. Which I think this film is based off a old Greek play where I guess there was a story centers on like gods or just men just fighting, and the war just was constant, and the only way that women believed was the solution was refusing to be intimate with their fellow man, and that I guess caused a ceasefire. And this film does exactly that, but in a very satire, comedic in a way where it doesn't seem so overly satire, but enough to where it's aware of its premise, aware of what they're trying to do. Spike Lee was able to develop a very good balance of delivering social issues with comedy, with violence, and there was also a little musical vibes to it where the actors would recite their lines in the lyrics in a way where like there's no music in it, but in a music rhythmly fashion in most of the film. No peace, no peace. It's funny. It's funny. This movie is hilarious. The trailer did actually sell me. And I remember watching it. I took my friend to watch it with me. We were just ball out, just laughing how hilarious this film was. This was actually a surprise for me in 2015. Chiraq, this film, the title of the movie is Nick Cannon's character. However, it centers mostly on Tyrone Ferris's character. If I'm pronouncing your name, I'm sorry. I'm bad at that. For those who don't know who she is, she played a Monica Rose in um, she was in WandaVision. I think the character's name Monica Rose. I have to look into that. And she is great in here. She's the standout. She's really the main star of the film. Chiraq, Nick Cannon gets sidelined a bit. He's kind of this character arc where you see him for what he is in the beginning, and you slowly see his character kind of develop and change once his girlfriend in the film makes this dramatic revolution, this riot, or this of refusing to have sex with all the men and make them stop fighting. Jennifer Hudson's good in here. She's given for what the material that she's given. Her character is pretty much, I would say, a key element that kind of gets the movie going. Where she plays a mother, her child is the one that passed on, and she's the one that helps in or formulate her own sort of peace, her little peace revolt of joining a priest And there's some good heart-wrenching scenes here, but there's some pretty good scenes involving her and this church with John Cusack, who plays a priest, which is actually one of my favorite scenes in the film. And there was this music piece that plays towards the end of that sequence, and it plays again later with Chiraq, which I've been trying to find that music piece for a long time. It's pretty good. It was a pretty good. That scene was really great. But also, what I thought is one of the most creative openings to any film that I've ever seen, where the film opens up with lyrics of the song known as Chiraq is played in the trailer, and it goes on for like not 10, like 3 minutes, and then it pops up showing you the United States, a map of the United States, then the Chicago, then letting you know all the crime and then people that died in the gang war. In Spike Lee fashion, he's gonna get political and preachy about his movies, about his stuff that he covers. So it does do that. Then it sets you into the movie and kind of gives you this atmosphere. Then it gets a little bit satire, cartoony towards the halfway mark of the film. Like there's a moment where to settle this issue of the sex strike that's happening in the film, Nick Cannon and his girl have like a little sex competition where see which one loses it first, loses, and then they have to give up their thing, their ordeal, which is crazy. Wesley Snipes also in here. He's good, but he's not in it a whole lot. I mean, he plays the other criminal, who's the other gang member who him and Nick Cannon are like they're fighting each other. But this film was a big surprise for a Spike Lee film, and I enjoyed it. And I highly recommend this film. Again, it gets a little preachy, and it does. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's really going on with the Manosphere, but I'm sure this movie might not be liked by a lot, but I loved it. I thought it was one of Spike Lee's best, probably my top 5 movies of his. Because this one was kind of like more out there, and I thought it was a crime that this film got overlooked in that year when it came out. So, Chiraq, have you seen it? What you thought about it? Let me know in the comment section. And let me know what is your favorite underrated movie.